What's up, guys? Another video, another review, another, dopamine high. You know how it is. We're doing another NECA Aliens review, but before I go into that, I just wanted to mention that this video is it's late, and you might not know that, but I very well know that because I have had this figure in my backlog for like 2 months, and usually I try to get the review out around the same week, or at least start working on it around the same week I make the purchase. And a lot happened. A lot of other videos came out before it, which was very weird. I don't know why. My prioritization skills were just not very good, and I was supposed to start working on it last night. It is March 26th, but a different video happened that I needed to get out because it was a very last second thing. But yeah, now just with that intro out of the way, this is the Alien Big Chap Ultimate set. So here is the box of the Big Chap set. Got the nice big green egg, and on the back there's a description. You can pause that if you want to read it. I'm not going to read it for you. And then we get a little look of everything that's included in this set. So just pulling our boy out of the box, just first impressions, visuals, everything looks good, everything looks promising. I know NECA always does a good job when it comes to their figures, especially their Aliens line. Everything does look a little different from the Alien Warrior set, but that was from Aliens. This is from Alien, from the 79 movie. I don't know why I need to explain that, but everything is looking good and promising, and I can't wait to show you everything that's included, because trust me, there is a lot. So before we take that deep dive into the figure and everything included, I figured I'd drop some knowledge on you like I did with the Rhino Alien review. And we're not necessarily going over the xenomorphs because we've been seeing xenomorphs since 1979. I just wanted to go over the name Big Chap, and granted that comes from the 1979 movie, but we've seen aliens since day one because the movie is about them, but not everyone has heard about Big Chap since day one. So I just kind of wanted to, let you know what that means and whatnot. So the in-universe explanation for Big Chap is simply a nickname given to the xenomorphs before we knew their species, what their species was called. And if you just a quick way to refer to them, where the outside real-world explanation was during the production of the movie, the actor who played the xenomorph, who wore the costume, he was already 7 feet tall, and the suit just made him look even bigger, so the crew would refer to him as Big Chap. And yeah, nothing too crazy, just a simple nickname given in universe and out of universe. So there you go, and now we can take a look at the Big Chap figure. So when it comes to articulation for this boy, he can't really look up and down all too well, but he can still look forward, so that's really all that matters. And then he can't really do a head 360, because if you try to make him do one, he will break the wires on the side of his head. Arm articulation is pretty solid. He can't really lift his arm up all the way when it comes to, trying to get it to the side, but it can do a 360 rotation. And elbow articulation is really good. Like, he can almost bring his forearm up all the way, which is really nice. And then the hands, the wrists articulation is really solid. You pretty much pose it however you want. Torso articulation is not too bad. He can go back and forth. That tends to pop out, but he can go back and forth. And then he can do a little side to side. Leg articulation, he can do almost a full split. When it comes to the thighs, he can do almost a full butt kick, which is really nice. Knee articulation is really solid. Then feet articulation is a little stiff, at least in my opinion. He can kind of get it side to side for balancing them on uneven surfaces. And then toe articulation is really hard to mess up. It's just up and down, nothing too crazy. And then tail articulation, you can pretty much manipulate this tail however you want. So of course this is a xenomorph, so he has a second mouth. That is really well done when it comes to sculpting and painting, because NECA is good at that shit. NECA just has amazing talent when it comes to painting and sculpting. So here's a look of the Big Chap on the turntable, so you can get a good look of the figure without me manhandling it. I'm very impressed yet again with NECA's job on this figure. I think NECA does a really good job when it comes to their figures overall. so I shouldn't really be surprised with how well done and executed this figure was. And it really helps us get a better look of what the xenomorph looked like in the 79 movie, because I know that movie, it's very dark and there's, like, you know, not too much light being shined on the alien at times. So I really like how with this figure we can get a better look of what that alien looked like. With articulation, some spots are a little limited more than others, and overall I'm satisfied with arm and leg articulation. I kind of wish his head could look up a little bit more, so if you want him crawling on all fours, you can at least look forward. But, you know, not every figure is perfect, even the ones made by NECA. So overall, I'm very satisfied with this figure and how it looks and came out. So before we go into the other things included in this set, I kind of want to add to the conversation of which alien design is better, Alien or Aliens. I know there's other designs throughout the franchise, but I know this is one of the bigger ones, the original or the second movie's design. And I figured I'd give my 2 cents on it. So going over color scheme, I like Big Chap more. I like it's more darker and grittier. Not to say that there's no grit or darkness to the Alien Warriors color scheme. I do like the blue and black. I'm just saying I like the black on gray with the kind of just that greenish color more over the Alien Warriors color scheme. And then when it comes to head, I like the Big Chap's head better. I think it looks a lot cooler. It's a lot more unified. I like how you can kind of see the skull through the skin. I feel like that's a lot more creepier than just seeing like the skull. And the mouth sculpt is a lot more cleaner in my opinion. When it comes to torso, I like the Alien Warriors torso a lot more actually. I think it adds to like the length of their body because it is a little bigger than Big Chap's. I just think it adds to like how big this creature really is, and it kind of makes him look a little creepier because he's kind of more bent over. When it comes to arms, I like the arms on the Alien Warrior more. I like the little things on the forearms. I like how he has these 3-4-ish kind of big claws. It makes him seem more like an apex predator than just what the Big Chap's hands are. And then moving lower down to the waist down, I really like the legs on the Alien Warrior more. I like how there's talons rather than just what the Big Chap has, where it just kind of seems like these creepy feet, where the Alien Warrior has, like I said, these talons. It makes him feel more like an apex predator than the Big Chap's feet do. So overall, I would have to say if you gave the Alien Warrior the Big Chap's color scheme and kept the Big Chap head, but you had the body of the Alien Warrior, I think that'd be like the perfect design for an alien, at least in my opinion. I almost forgot to tell you, so which design do I like more? End result, I'm mixed. So I just kind of wanted to give you what I like and dislike from each one, and I'm just overall mixed. I don't know which one I do like more than the other. They're both great designs. So yeah, there's your anticlimactic result. So moving on from Big Chap, the next thing that is included in this set is an alien egg. And now this one is kind of cool because the base is a lot different compared to the Alien Warrior egg. I don't even think that really counts as having a base because it was just the egg and it had a bottom. It was flat, so you can put it anywhere pretty much. Where this, there's a lot more to it. It's a 2-piece thing, as you saw earlier when I was opening up the set. The bottom is one piece where the egg is another. So if you were to take the egg off, there would be no bottom. It would just kind of be this cylinder. But it's very cool that this has a lot of debris and just kind of, you know, environmental stuff around it. Really nice touch by NECA, and it's an egg. I can't really, there's not too much to go into. It's just very well painted and sculpted as usual. So let me show you the next thing that's included. Since we have the egg, you obviously have to have the face hugger to go with it. And I have to say this is another great example of NECA's skill when it comes to painting. When you look at the inside of the face hugger, there are like 4 to 5 colors. There's like this greenish teal color, red, pink, some orangish brown, and then a little bit of little black spots just for detailing. and the color separation is really good. So this just goes to show the amount of skill NECA has when it comes to producing their figures and stuff. When comparing this to the Alien Warrior Facehugger, there are a lot of noticeable differences. One you see immediately is the color. This one is a lot brighter, whereas the Alien Warrior Facehugger was a lot darker and had a lot more grit to it. The fingers, with how the fingers are posed, they still have the same amount of fingers. It's just with the Alien Warrior Facehugger, the fingers were kind of more closed, so you could pose them for actually face-hugging the figure. At least that's how it came off to me. And then one problem I do have with the Big Chap Facehugger is the tail manipulation. It feels worse, honestly. Now, I don't know which figure came out first, but the Big Chap Facehugger's tail manipulation only goes oh so far. It's like the first half of the tail, or like at least the first quarter, whereas the tail on the Alien Warrior Facehugger, you had full manipulation of the tail, which was really nice, and it made it really easy to pose the Facehugger in the egg. So that's really all I have to say about the Facehugger. We can move on to the last thing that is included in this set. So here's our little boy, the chest burster, Kane's son, if you will. He's covered in blood and ready to go. He's got two little arms, which I find to be kind of funny. And there's not really too much to go over because it's a chest burster, and if you own a chest burster by NECA, you know it's just literally a piece of plastic with manipulation by the tail. And unfortunately, the manipulation rule for this guy's tail is the same as the Facehugger. His tail manipulation isn't that good, and it makes me sad. Granted, at least with a chest burster, you don't really got to move their tail too much. You are able to make that kind of UC shape like it did in the movie, and that's really about it. And just going back to the Alien Warrior chest burster, his tail manipulation was better. Just putting that one out there. It seems like that the Alien Warrior Facehugger and chest burster had better tail manipulation. When it comes to sculpting, I am also still impressed with NECA because they did the teeth. There's, you know, the little black detailing, the blood splatter. That's a little more easier to do, but like just overall impressed with the amount of detail is in this one little boy. Overall, not too much to go over. It's a chest burster. Let's get to the ending segments of this video. So here is the family portrait, everything included in the set, just right next to each other so you can see how they scale in with each other. And then now here's everything from the Big Chap set and then from the Alien Warrior set, just to see how they scale and look next to each other. And let's go over to some size comparisons, because I don't know why I only do these segments with the Alien figures. So starting off, we have a Star Wars The Black Series Death Trooper, a McFarlane Doomslayer, Jazzware's Halo The Spartan Collection Halo Infinite Master Chief, and Bandai's Sharzaku High Grade Model Kit. And I can say yet again, I am very satisfied with this NECA product. I think NECA is doing such an awesome job with the Alien figures, and I think this is such an awesome set. If you are starting to get into NECA and the Alien figures specifically, I think this is a great place to start. It is the Granddaddy Alien, and it comes with literally everything you need. It comes with the Facehugger, the chest burster, and the egg, the essentials to start your own alien army hive thing. But I could never imagine someone army building these, because these figures are not cheap. They're $37, $39 depending where you get them, and I know there's other places that boost the price up. But just going, and I'm going off topic, but I do recommend this figure to anyone starting their collection, or if you just don't have it in your collection. It's a very nice collection piece because, like I said, it's the Granddaddy Alien and it comes with everything, and it's always good to add more to your collection, and this is definitely a big boost for anyone's collection. Articulation is a mixed bag for me, because There are some things that feel limited that shouldn't be, because the xenomorph is an agile apex predator, but the essential body parts do move in the way I would like them to, so I guess that's what really matters in the end. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Just another good NECA product that I recommend to pretty much anyone who collects NECA avidly or is starting to think about it. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I do appreciate you watching to the very end. If you would like to like and subscribe, that's all I ask, because that takes the least. Those are the two things that take the least amount of effort, because it's just 2 clicks. And I know the bell is also a click, but the bell's broken, so I'm not gonna make you do 3. I'll make you do 2 clicks. And commenting, that's a whole bunch of effort, bunch of typing. You don't gotta do that. That's fine. But yeah, if I sounded dead throughout this video, I do apologize. All my recording sessions for this video were either early in the morning or very late at night, because I have a job and I'm a college student and Elden Ring is a thing. So yeah, if I already said this, but if you enjoyed, do those things I said before, and I will see you in another one.